Hello everyone out there, this is Bhavna. I'm studying post-graduation diploma in management from International Institute of Business Studies. Today, I would be talking about incorporating 11 P's of service marketing mix and its impact on development of technical education. Technical education is nothing but what we have in our country, that is practical education, where we talk about the structure of the education. It's not only theoretical but also practical, where we talk about practical things a lot. So it is a paper presented by Mahajan PT, RC Patel Institute of Technology, and Golhet SD, SDN College, published in Journal of Entrepreneurship Education. These are the authors. Now, introduction. In this scenario, where the expectation and experience is more in terms of quality than quantity, the seven P's of service marketing which we already have, it is not sufficient. So, they are adding four more P's to seven P's what we already have. That is student attitudes, opinion towards performance, positions, pleasure, and pointing out. To understand the technical education in depth, the services delivered through 7 Ps will result in better performance of enrollment in terms of knowledge and skill. These are the 11 Ps of service marketing mix, that is program, price, place, promotion, people, process, physical evidence, performance, positioning, pleasure, and pointing out. The first one is program or product. Technical education can be in terms of program because whenever we call that as a program, it is like we are learning something. Product is something which we purchase. Program is something which we experience. So technical education should always be a program like engineering, pharmacy, etc. Not only the science related courses like engineering and pharmacy, but now the technical education is very necessary in management courses such as MBA, PGDM, whatever we take. Because if we are technically sound and strong, if we have knowledge about new technology, if we are able to adopt new technology, then only we will be able to go further in our fields. So, when we talk about the program, our program should be very particular with advanced degree and it should have wide career options. If we have such a program in our institute, then only we can attract people. If we are failing to provide a proper program or a product, when there is no experience or no product with us, no one will be attracted to us. So the first P is program or a product, which we have to provide according to the need of the hour and according to the particular situation and the requirement. Second P is price. Is of opinion that tuition fees, fee concessions, scholarship, educational loans, fee installments offered by institutes of their services or programs to the students include in this category. Price is something which everyone looks into. Whenever we purchase something, we look into the price and decide will that product worth so much investment or not. If that product is not worth it so much investment, then we will not buy it. For example, if you're buying something to your house, you will check its warranty, guarantee, and when it comes to your career, you are investing in it. So, price is something where people will think twice before investing. So, if we have a particular beautiful program design with the price, and by providing some of the concessions in our price and some price relief or fees relief, what we can tell, for those students who are deserving it, it is one of the important things and it will attract the students to our institution. So this being the second P of service marketing, it is very important to be adopted and properly formed. Third one is place. Place is measured in terms of accessibility, acceptability, and convenience of the program or service offered. For example, you're offering a tailoring course. Then you will be presenting it, or you will be having the space, or you will be developing it in a rural area where you can attract more people. The same thing, you rename it and say that it's a fashion designing course, and you will be developing it in a city area. If you by mistake reverse it also, the attraction of the crowd or traffic towards our institute will go down. This is how the place matters. If you are having a place very interiors of any locality, it is difficult for people to reach it. If you are having a seat very near to metro or any bus stand, it has become very easy for people to reach it. The next one is promotion. Promotion is a very important thing what we have to do, whatever we form, maybe product, maybe price, or maybe place. If we are feeling and getting an awareness of people, or getting attraction, or getting a catching their eye towards us, it all goes in big. So what we have to do, we should have always have a proper promotion technique. It might be Twitter, Instagram, or any other social media by them. They need, or to the old means such as magazines, newspapers, TV promotions, anything it might be. The promotion, it is very important for us to have contact with customers and make them know about our institute. Thirdly, people. People is something which matters a lot in service marketing. For example, people, a person is providing it, a person is receiving it. There is no product in between, there is only experience. So but either way there are people providing, people receiving. It is very important to have people in our institute. Like people, it might be the teachers, alumni, current students, siblings, relatives of them, management people, prospective students themselves affect the decision in selection, and people are the key instrument of educational process. For example, if you join any institute, if it's giving a very proper care and properly meeting your experience, you will always ask someone else, might be your friend, might be your cousin, might be your known people, to join to the same institute. Namely, if we are having a proper people with us, we can have a hold on our service marketing. This is one of the piece of service marketing. Nextly, we go process. Process is very important in anything what we do. Procedures, mechanisms, flow of activities which leads to exchange of value or known as process. For example, if you are teaching a coding institute you are having where you teach students coding or any languages like Python, Java, C++, anything. The process you teach them only when it is regular, clean, clear concept and the students are understanding, then only they will have interest in it. If your procedure is very low and your procedure is not up to the mark, then they will never ever turn back to this. So it is very important, like what methodologies you use, research activities, campus placements, industry interactions, tie-ups, co and extracurricular activities, alumni interference, soft skills and technical skills services, etc. These are the process what we use or adopt for education. This is one of the important piece of 11 piece of marketing. So physical evidence, whatever it might be, a college or an institute which is physically present will attract people more than an institute or an online coaching center. For example, you are having any query towards your admission and you are going through an online process, and the other hand you are going to an institute where that is physically present. So which would I prefer? I always prefer the physically evident institute. because I can walk in anytime, I can check in anytime, and I can always say that, okay, someone is here to look into my query and keep it there. So that is where the physical evidence comes into picture. So this is also one of the most important key of service marketing. Next one is performance. Marketing performance is the systematic management of the marketing resources and process of achieving measurable gain in return of investment and efficiency. Anything, as I said, if your promotion is very weak, then nothing will come to you. For the same way, if your marketing performance is very, very high, then the performance of your institute will also get into its peak as the goodwill increases, the productivity increases, customer experience increases, and the student ability increases, and you will have more and more facing industries coming into your institute. That is what happens when you have a very good performance. The performance of institute can be measured on ability of institute services that translate into benefits of students as it is being delivered. Like if you're transferring the content from yourself to students and students are able to take benefits from out of it, they will be performing them in the company they join. So like this, the performance is interlinked and it can be measured. So this is being another important key of service marketing. Next one is positioning. Here, I'm not talking about positioning or physical evidence. I'm talking about what is your position in a customer's head or customer's mind. So, if you have a good brand reputation and competitive standing, success in a market is very easy. So, whenever I want to buy something, speaker might take we will take an example of a speaker. So when we are taking an example of speaker, what speaker would you buy? I would rather search for Bose or JBL or something which is branded. So that is what positioning means. If you are positioning your product in a customer's mind, then that is your position or your brand created. When I speak about educational institute, so what comes to our mind? Tutorials. We'll take an example of tutorials. So what tutorials would you send your daughter, son, or you yourself into if you are going to it? So for cat, you take whatever comes to your mind. For me, it strikes of time. Time is an institute which strikes to me whenever I think I have to crack cat. So this is the positioning they have done in my mind. So this is how you can position yourself in a customer's mind. Second one is pleasure. Pleasure is nothing but satisfaction. If you have experience, if you give satisfaction from your end to the customer, they will have good pleasure. So this will help them fulfill student needs and satisfy student aspirations. That is what you give as an institute. If you succeed in providing this fee, no one can stop you from gaining the heights of the sky. Then lastly, it is pointing out. Pointing out is nothing but whatever you want to do, firstly our fingers go onto our phone, we search it. After searching, after taking out the result, then we ask some of our well wishers, it might be our parents, friends, relatives, or known person to us, if they say this is a good institute to join, this is a good tutorial to join, then we will fix it in our mind. Okay, as I searched, Google also said the truth, and this person also pointed it right. So pointing it is nothing but it's a very important mix that we say that if a person is pointing out to that particular institute and saying that it is very good, then we will have more and more traffic coming to us. It might affect in networking sites, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, etc. This is also a very good example for Byju's. Like many of us think that it's a very branded one, it is very good. So if I am having the subscription and I point out that this is a very good platform to learn, then my friend also pitches into it. More than any promotion we do, word of mouth works more effectively. This is about pointing out. These are the 11 P's of technical education. And how it comes in student life cycle, I'll explain it now. Student's life cycle, see student, before you are joining into the organization, what you get, what type of program they are giving, and what place it is located in, and we will check about in the price, and also the physical evidence where it is present, and what is its positioning in the mind of people. Before joining, we all go into these points where we decide what program we have to start and what place it is located in and what is the cost of it and what is the physical evidence. Is it there or not? Then what is the positioning of it in others' mind? When we come into after becoming a student of it, what type of services or people, here people refers to what type of services are we providing to them and what is the price and how the student will promote us and what process they are getting, then performance, then pleasure of selection that I'm satisfied with this institute. I'm very pleasurized with this institute. Then pointing out for reference for their others. Then after becoming an alumni, we also check the process, people if they are there or not, pleasure of selection after becoming an alumni, and also pointing out for reference for others. So, what is the research methodology used here? A quality research through a survey was made which comprised all student questionnaires sent through email to the current students enrolled and recently passed out students of technical education. Then, all the 11 P's, how it is practically implicated, shows the slide where program plays, people, price, promotion process, physical evidence, performance, positioning, pleasure, and pointing out are coming into picture and are helping them. So, conclusion, creating a sustainable world that provides a safe, secure, healthy, productive, and sustainable life for all people should be first priority for the Indian technical education profession. For example, I'm starting an institute with all these 11 P's and I'm providing a secure, healthy, productive, sustainable life for others. It is very good institution for technical education. If you are starting to plan a technical education program by yourself, please ask for these 11 P's and get into market. You will surely succeed. So these are the references used in this research article and thank you. This is about a research article published and it is the reference of my own and understanding out of this research article. Thank you so much.